What's good, family? What's good? What's good? It's your boy, Urban Sports Guru. Good morning to y'all. Just finished my early morning workout. Had a good one. I want to holler at y'all about this Simone Biles controversy. For those who don't know, Simone Biles, widely regarded as the best gymnast of all time, and I agree. And she's the most accomplished gymnast of all time, by far. She's already an Olympic gold medalist. And she was basically a hands down favorite. She's one of the stars, the main attractions of this year's Olympics. And as I watched as she competed it early going in the team competition, she didn't look to her level of excellence. But she wasn't bad. She wasn't bad. She could have still medaled. Yeah. To be honest, easily. But she decided to no longer continue for reasons of mental health. And I'm a big proponent for mental health. I think the whole psychology field is something that the Black community needs to partake in more. But I see what's happening here. I think is being used as a crutch as far as in athletics. I said it. I don't give a damn how you feel about it. And I say this because questions going around. Questions going around being floated out there. Did she quit? Some people say, "Oh no, she didn't quit. It's just the pressure." That's what quitting is. I'm gonna say this again so you can hear me. That's what quitting is. It's not just about competing when there's no pressure. It's not just about competing when everything is lined up for you in your favor. That's not what this is about. It's about summoning your talent at will when conditions are not always suitable for you. That's what it is about. You know, this is what makes us immortalize athletes so many years after they've done their feat, so many years after they're gone, i.e. Muhammad Ali, what he did in Kinshasa Zaire. Those weren't ideal conditions. That wasn't an ideal opponent, but yet he won. And as much as people hate Floyd Mayweather, I think I've always said this about him. Yes, he's handpicked his opponents, but there's always something has to be said that he's been able to mentally get himself in a space where he's able to perform the way he needs to perform and do what is expected of him every single time. Okay, you have an inferior opponent. Okay, he's never had a hiccup. He's never had an Anthony Joshua against John Ruiz. He's never had that. He's never had that. He's done what is expected of him every single time. And you have to tip your cap to him for that. And I mean, it's one of the things that makes us immortalize the late, great Kobe Bryant is the fact that we talk about it all the time, that Mamba mentality, that tunnel vision that he could just completely focus and block out everything. Even when you are the marquee and this is what's expected of you and you still can't perform. And it's not about, my whole thing is, all right, sweetheart, I understand there's a lot of pressure. You're the marquee. You in gymnastics, you're the marquee. Usain Bolt was the marquee in track. He performed. I mean, just last Olympics in Rio, there's never been a sprinter who's won the 100 and 200 3 Olympics in a row. If he would have lost, it would have been disappointing. But at the end of the day, it doesn't take away the other 2 gold medals he won. The other 2 Olympics he won gold medals in. You understand me? So, I mean, if you would have lost this time, it doesn't take away the other gold medals you won and the other accomplishments you have. So be it. I think it's being used as a crutch, and everybody who wants to say she didn't quit, keep that same energy when in situations like LeBron's last game in Cleveland in 2010, when it was clear he kind of mentally checked out of that game and his own owner called him out, said, "You quit." Keep that same energy. When it's James Harden in that playoff game, Game 6 against San Antonio, where you can see he mentally checked out. Mentally just completely checked out of the game and they got blown out of the water. Keep that same damn energy. What I'm not liking about this whole situation is when you see these girls shine and they're showing their talents and they're so great at it. It's black girl rocks, black girl magic. Yeah, girl. But the second some shit like this, y'all quick to coddle them. Brothers ain't getting this coddling. I didn't see any of this coddling when LeBron James choked in 2011. I didn't see none of this shit. I didn't see none of this shit just last year. Just last year, to Paul George and the choking he did in the Western semifinals last year. I saw none of this. None of it. They called it what it is. Choking. Choking. Straight up and down. Choking. They called it exactly what it is. I didn't see not. They was calling them Pandemic P. They wasn't calling them Playoff P. They called them Pandemic P. Y'all want equality? Y'all got to get the same treatment that the male athletes would have get. You want equality? Then this is what you get. Simone Biles, greatest gymnast of all time. Let's call it what it is. She choked and she quit. The two things, one thing in sports, you never want to be called a quitter. She did that. Let's call a spade a spade. Let's keep the same energy. It's your boy, Urban Sports Guru. I'm out. Salute. What's up? It's your boy, Urban Sports Guru. I got one more question to ask for everybody who thinks I'm being harsh. Everybody thinks I'm being harsh. I got one more question to ask. If Simone Biles would have been able to perform at the same level that she normally performs at, despite the pressure she was feeling, would she have quit? Would she have stopped competing? If the answer is no, then that's called quitting. It's called choking. It's just that simple. Why is it mental health the issue when you have this fear of negative things the media is going to say? But when the media is kissing your behind, black girl rocks, black girl magic, everything's all good. Depression is not a problem then. Life don't work that way. It doesn't. I'm sorry. I didn't create this. It just doesn't work that way. Like this boggles my mind how it really makes me laugh. Life just doesn't work that way. Understand something. The media is not your friend. It's also not your enemy. The media is there to report on your athletic endeavors. If they see you doing well, they have to report that accurately. If they see you not doing well, they have to report that accurately too. And why is it always an issue with mental health when you aren't performing well? It's never a mental health issue when you are. Just putting that question out there. Tell me what you think. See me in the comments.